practicing in offense, defense, preparing for a game. How do you, I guess, deal with, or is there a formula for addressing breakdowns?
Yeah, I mean, after every game on Sunday, we get in here early and we break down the film, and when we practice on Sunday, we take every breakdown in the game that happened and we practice it. That was a pretty powerful statement there, huh? We take every situation that happened in a game and the exact formation, context, what happened, what we did wrong, how we should handle that if it happens again. And then at some point in the week, whether it's Tuesday, Wednesday's practice, we'll throw that situation at them again without announcing that it's coming and see if we handle it better. And, so we did that on Sunday, and we threw some of those situations at them yesterday, and we'll throw some again today.
You had mentioned earlier that you were pretty well pleased that the special teams have improved. There were the 2 plays that didn't get made in this game, but overall, are you pleased with the way things are progressing with them?
No, I mean, we're very average on special teams right now. And I guess we've gone from being bad to being average, so it's improved. But I can't tell you. A lot of times after the game, you'll look at the obvious. Did Jerry Phillips hit his kicks? Yes, he did. I mean, that was encouraging. That after the 3 misses in the 2 previous games, he was perfect on field goals and perfect on kicks. His kickoffs are deeper. The location of them is better. And yet, one of the kickoffs that we were trying to put in the right corner went to the left side to their best return guy. And then another one we kick out of bounds with the wind that we give them on the 40-yard line. So, is more of the kicks better? Yes, but there was 2 terrible kicks that really cost us. And, we've been really good at covering punts all year. I mean, we were one of the best net punt teams in the league. Our return against average, I think, was under 2 yards a punt return. And that was the one thing I thought we were doing really well. We were doing a great job covering punts. And then in the game, we boom a 59-yarder and give it up for a touchdown. So we're just inconsistent with a lot of things that we do. And that's been our coverage since day one. And for 4 games, we've really held up well in punt coverage. And then in a critical MAC game at a critical time, we let one go for 70 yards.
With adding on to that, though, Freddie was able to get a couple of big returns, which you hadn't seen all year, so you have to be pleased with that.
And we went from I think worst in the league in punt returns to 4th, and so that got better for one day. I mean, but just as a coach, you want consistency.
Right.
In that punt return, we had guys that did a great job of holding up, the punt team and staying on their blocks. And when that all happens, bang, you got 2 great punt returns, and you give yourself good field position and a chance to win the game. But just everything we do right now, we're lacking consistency. And, and that's every week we go out there and we're trying to get better. And, we are not practicing like a 1-4 football team, which is encouraging. I've coached teams that have won championships, and I've coached teams that have struggled. Sometimes early in the season when you struggle, you can see it affect the players and how they practice and their work habits. We're not practicing like a bad football team. We've practiced well the last 3 weeks, and that doesn't guarantee you're going to win the next game, but it does give you a shot. And we've had a shot in 4 of the 5 games.
As a first-year coach, you come into a program. Sometimes do you think that you might not have the athletes that you'd like to do the things you want to do?
Well, I mean, there's always adjusting and tweaking of systems. Are we doing everything we want on defense or everything we want on offense right now? No, but I can't tell you we will be next year. I think that's something that, through recruiting and with our systems that, hopefully in 3 or 4 years. But that's part of the job of a college football coach, is that you don't have free agents, you don't cut players. You try to establish your program. You try to establish the work habits, the expectations you have of them on the field and off the field, and then you recruit for your systems. And over time, you need to make it better. But your first year, you try to win as many games as you can with the players you have, and that's what we're trying to do. And There's certainly been some challenges this year. Some of them you expect, some of them are disappointing. That we had to deal with them. Some of our better players right now aren't playing with us for reasons, and some just again happen. People get hurt. That's part of football. Some guys aren't with us because they made poor off the field decisions. That was their decision to do that. But in a year that your numbers are down scholarship-wise like we are, you can't afford to have those injuries. It just puts a burden now on a lot more people. And we have some guys that are playing extremely hard, and they're giving us everything they have. And I can't say I feel that way about everybody on our team, though. We've got, I think, about 90% of the guys rowing the boat in the same direction and playing with great effort and giving us everything they can. And there's some guys that really need to step their game up, and they haven't done that for the first 4 or 5 games. And if we're going to turn the corner here, that needs to happen.
Is there anything else?
Coach, EG and Ken, both 100-year anniversaries, they have the Centennial Cup, which kicks off your game against them. Does that add anything to the rivalry?
Yeah, the president told me that's a game we need to win, so that's pressure. So, Dr. Cartwright was the president of Kent for a number of years, and now she's our president, and she made it very clear to me that that's an expectation of hers. So when your president tells you you need to do something, it does give it added importance.
Coach, how about the play of Jarrett Sanderson in this year?
Jarrett's been outstanding. He probably has been our most consistent, best defensive player.
What does he give you? I mean, he's got the experience, but
he just has a really special skill set. I mean, he plays like a strong safety in terms of supporting on the run. At times we put him in coverage positions that you put a corner into, and he holds up. And at times in our nickel and dime packages, we rush him like a defensive end, and is effective doing that. I mean, he right now is probably he right now has been our best, most consistent defensive player. He's our most productive player. Does a great job on special teams. I talk about guys that are giving us everything they have and playing with great effort. And productive, and Jarrett on our football team right now would certainly be near the top of our list. He's a really good football player, and the only thing I would change about Jarrett is I wish he was a freshman or a sophomore. I mean, he's the type of guy that you can build a defense around, and he is certainly doing everything we had hoped he would do.
You guys all set? Thanks, Coach.
All right, thank you.